Hi, my name is NaLyssa Smith. I'm sorry, please free her. 10 feet down, text free her, allow her to leave. After NaLyssa Smith was fired, Caitlin Clark just dropped a huge news. And to be honest, this could be one of the best moves in WNBA history. The Indiana Fever lost 2 tight games in a row. Who should we thank for that? Yes, that's NaLyssa Smith. She's a player who is so focused on herself that she makes a black hole look humble. That one poisonous fish that ruins the whole pond is like her. Only she's killing a basketball team instead of the pond. One of the most lazy guards you've got. Smith only cared about herself and didn't want to share the ball with someone who was more open. In every case where she got ownership, she saw it as her chance to be the only hero. Terrible. Her always me first behavior. It was NaLyssa Smith for everything. She said, "We want players who will fit right in with our core 3, which includes Kelsey Mitchell. We want players to be able to work well with the core 3. We want people who know what their job is and are happy to do it. They should also be able to fit in with the team and its mindset." They were really slow, like a car accident. The Fever did not do as well after she joined. We think it's high time that someone stopped it. That second quarter. But I think it was a great idea for Christy Sides to be able to go back and paint right away. Smith is still taking a while to get up. She is now making her way back over here too. NaLyssa Smith has been kicked out by the Indiana Fever, which was only fair. What was billed as a star-studded WNBA career quickly turned into a complete mess. Do you remember the build-up? Everyone jumped at the chance to pick Smith with the 2nd overall pick in the 2022 WNBA draft. They called her the team's future. They called him a key player. The next 2 seasons were terrible, and now there are only broken hopes and a lot of disappointment. Because Dejani tweets something nice about NaLyssa Smith every time she goes on a run, even if the team isn't doing well. Like, oh, it's great when she gets. As a whole, she did pretty well, though I can't remember what game it was. Okay, let's talk about the numbers. Smith lost a lot of games in her 2nd season. And by nosedived I mean it hit the ground harder than a broken-down roller coaster. Her defensive numbers, shooting accuracy, and points per game not only went down, they fell apart. She seems to have forgotten how to play basketball all of a sudden. Want to know the harsh truth? When she was riding the pine, the Indiana Fever had a better defense. Yes, you read that right. The team did better without her. Think about how bad you are at defense that your coach feels better when you're not on the field. It looks like she wouldn't be able to guard a traffic cone, let alone a WNBA player. Their game wasn't going well while she was cooking, though. They won, I think, because she was taken off. If I remember correctly, she also tweeted Dejani's tweet saying something like, "It was fun while it lasted." It looks like you're the worst player in the world, man. Do not even begin to talk about the selfish way of playing. Smith was busy playing hero ball while Caitlin Clark worked hard to get the team in a winning streak. Yes, those awful things. It was like seeing a one-woman wrecking crew at work. But the Fever's chance at a good game was the only thing that was messed up. Selfish drives into 2 sets of guards. Bricks from deep that shouldn't have been taken. Smith kept trying to make a shot even when Clark or other players stood wide open and waved like inflatable tube men in a car dealership. It hurt so much to watch. It's almost like she was trying out to be the WNBA's most annoying player. She talked about defense and how you need people to defend you. But wait, it gets even crazier. You can't really talk about culture when you have one of the laziest guards. The dressing room is where things get bad, though. The team was at its worst when Caitlin Clark got poked in the eye during a game. What does Smith do then? Not to comfort her or show support, though. The rest of the team gathered around her, but Smith joked around about Clark like it was open mic night. Really, NaLyssa? Your friend is hurt, and that's what you do? It would be awful to work so hard for the team like Clark does, and then have a supposed friend use your pain as a joke. She is worth more tonight than she was for even Graceberger. In addition to being rude, it was also very sad. Clark earned a lot more than she got. She plays her heart out every game. Not only did that little thing make me cringe, it was also a dishonest act. The team lost trust in each other, and confidence dropped to an all-time low. It made its point very clear. Smith wasn't about the team, it was about Smith. I don't blame the Fever for their low mood. People should give former head coach Christy Sides a full ovation for how she handled Smith's problems. The woman did everything she could to keep the group together. But how can you lead a group when one of the so-called leaders is having a temper tantrum on the court? The selfish way Smith played made it impossible for either team to use a plan that didn't involve hoping for a miracle. Finally, the Fever fired their coach, and Smith's actions were a big part of that choice. Smith's refusal to change or even try to adopt a team-first attitude? That's what finally sunk both sides' attempts. It was clear by the time the Fever switched sides. The team hit a wall because of Smith's ego. Stephanie White is the new head coach, and she won't put up with any egotistical crap. White set the rules from the start. The Fever is about working together, being quick, and getting rid of bad habits like dangerous people. You know who didn't fit that mold? NaLyssa Smith. White is putting together a team of losers who are willing to put their pride aside to win. Smith didn't do anything. Lazy defense and no team unity. And a total lack of respect for White's idea of winning culture. Smith seemed determined to show that she was a bother. She wants people who can be comfortable in their jobs. White wasn't here to make people feel good. Her goal, focus, working as a team, and getting rid of harmful distractions. Smith obviously didn't fit that picture. It was like seeing a wrecking ball hit a brick wall. Her selfishness was at odds with White's attitude of unity. White doesn't want divas who think they're God's gift to basketball. He wants players who will give up things for the better good. Like when she takes off, it looks like she's going to yam it from outside the key. Now, let's talk about the drama Smith seemed to treat as her second job off the court. Her family is completely crazy. The people related to her used social media as a battlefield to attack anyone and everyone. They were getting into fights with fans, insulting the Fever's coaching staff, and talking badly about them like it was their job.